Hello, my name is Candace Shuman, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of Spotlight with the Shumans. And today we have two guests with us today, and today we have Lorenzo Cowan with us and Coach James. And while this interview, we're going to be asking y'all two questions about being a coach and being a high school athlete. And Coach James, I have a question for you. What got you into training and coaching athletes?
What got me into training first, I just always used to work out. I was a regular personal trainer at the YMCA for years. And then I was training my nephew. And then once he started running fast and doing stuff, people was asking who he worked with. So he was like my uncle. So then he started referring kids and stuff to me. So then I fell in love with the athletic side of the training. And I use the athletic side of the training as mentoring. Like mentoring is the real reason why I train. I like to mentor young men, help them become young men, teach them life lessons that is bigger than just sports. So I use sports and training as mentoring. And I just want to help do my part to help them be successful in life.
All right, Lorenzo, I have a few questions for you. Take me through your high school recruiting process.
Okay, so my high school recruiting process was a little different than the average type of person because I had my brother to kind of go through it first the year before I kind of got into it. Um, so he kind of just showed me the ins and out, and I was there with him pretty much through everything. Went to all his visits with him, so it was kind of.
So how did your brother help you get to the way you are now?
He just kind of pushed me to really love the game. Like whenever he doing something, you know what I'm saying, he bring me with him. Whenever he train, whenever he go with somebody, go out of town, just always with him. You know what I'm saying? Just the love I have for him just kind of attached me to the game a little bit more.
So, what was it like when you got your first offer?
It was kind of weird actually. Like I was super excited, but it was at Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern was my first offer. It was at Georgia Southern, and I was with a lot of upperclassmen, and I was the only one that had gotten an offer. So it was kind of weird that I was the only one, but I was still excited. And
So, was that like at a camp or what?
no, it was actually at one of the practices. The coach had called me up and offered me, so it was pretty cool.
So, you have talented teammates and stuff. What do you think they can help you get better?
Just pushing me every day just to be the best me. Not cutting any slack. Same with me. I push them to be the best they can. If you can just be the best version of yourself, you can't really ask anybody for nothing more.
So, what is it like at practice, like the competition between teammates, and like what's it like off the field?
Well, it's a lot of trash talk. Off the field, we are buddies, so we do group things. Go out to eat, go have fun, do whatever, and then on the field it's time to lock in. You know what I'm saying, and grind and try to win games.
What was one thing like you would want to say to like teammates where they like take it too far, but it's only on the field and you don't carry it off the field?
I'll just say this: it never usually goes off the field when it goes a little too far. We know not to bring it off the field, but what I would say to that is just try to calm down in the moment, because once you're out of the moment, we're all brothers, so it's like it never happened 30 minutes later, if it even takes that long.
What are some of your goals that you want to accomplish this upcoming season?
Well, for one, I want to win more games. By default, I want to win a state championship. That's what every high school athlete should want. But for sure, just win more games.
So, what do you think you're as a team y'all can improve more than last season?
We can limit mistakes. We made a lot of self-driven mistakes last year that we can clean up, that we will clean up. So,
Who would you say you would want to model your game off of?
um, I don't know. Okay. I'm not a huge like NFL fan, but I like Michael Parsons.
What do you see between y'all two and like skill comparisons?
Just speed. Like I'm really fast. I'm really smart, and I see that in Mike Parsons, so I just kind of look at him as a role model as far as on the field.
Okay. So, did you go to camps?
I went to camps. I've been to the Under Armour All-American camp, Rivals MVP camps. It really helped me to push me in and put me against the best competition in the country. So when I go against those guys, I get back to Savannah. It's like
Light work.
It's light work. Yeah.
What did you want the coaches to see in you when you went to those camps?
I just want them to know that I really wanted it. I've always been faster and smarter, and I'm really coachable. So that's kind of what I wanted them to see, that I'm coachable and I could be the athlete and that they want at their school.
What would you say to players about being a student athlete?
Well, the first word, student, you gotta have really good grades, and you gotta live in the weight room early. Like, don't wait to say you wish you could have did something, because then it's too late. I wish I would have had done a lot of things early. Like, I didn't play football my freshman year. If I would have, I'd probably been a whole lot better. But I thank God that I am where I am, so can't complain.
What was it like the work you put in since you didn't play freshman year? What was it like to get on the field, and what type of work did you have to put in?
Well, actually, you would think I would have had to put in more. Actually, I actually started my sophomore year because I was always like really athletic. So I did start, but it wasn't like I did have a lot of work to do, and I did put in the work. I put in the work for it, and I've gotten a lot better throughout the years. So honestly, I wouldn't say that it was a struggle to get on the field. It was more of a struggle to maintain the name that I kind of built for myself. That was probably the struggle, and to go out of town to these colleges and really show them who I am, I had to put in the work to be able to put myself in a position to be great.
How did your coaches like treat you, like when it's down times and when you're up, and how is that like when coaches?
Well, our coaching staff is always really uplifting. They don't tolerate slack at all, but they're really uplifting. And when you're at your highs, they'll celebrate you, but at the same time, they make sure you know that there's always more work to be done. But when you're at your lows, what I'm saying, at the same time, they're still humans. They know, and they'll kind of try to guide to the best of their abilities.
What's the bond between you, coaches, and teammates?
I'm actually kind of a loner, but I'm really tight with like a lot of people that I'm around, because I don't take it for granted that the people you come up with are going to be the people that you're with for the rest of your life. So I'm actually really tight, like with Coach James, Coach Welch, a lot of my teammates. We're really tight. So, you don't really take none of those relationships for granted, and, make the best out of everything.
Okay, and that was the last question. And thank you for Lorenzo for being on our show today.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, we out.